Do it the right way, and don't worry about, well, I didn't want exactly this outcome. Well, TFP, you know, if you did it right, then you're happy. You should be happy that you got the right outcome, even if you don't like it.
What do you think, Abraham?
I'm bored.
I want there to be a real bot in here. Why is there no bot in here? I thought maybe
I
might
don't
be a
know.
bot would be a bot, but it's Susie instead. There hasn't been a bot in days.
I You should be excited about that.
About no bot? Why?
I don't know. I'll ask Jeremy.
But that didn't answer the question of why I would be excited about the absence of a bot.
No, you should be excited about my presence.
Oh, I am excited about that. It's very nice to see you, Susie. I'm not very excited with Abraham's boredom, which I myself find boring. But I am excited to see you, Susie.
That's good.
I'm also excited to see Charlie and Spacey. Of course, it's always a thrill to see Owl. And
Yeah, we got a full house here.
yeah, Kugfasa is even here. I mean,
nothing but fucking thinkers in here.
A day without Kugfasa is like a day without sunshine. Then there's Matthew Allister. You guys can FE at each other, Abraham. You guys can have a little FE exchange. FE Christmas gift exchange.
What do?
Exchange praise, guys.
Wait, is Matthew FE?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
In what universe?
Have we typed him yet?
I believe him to be INFJ, or I'm working under that operating principle, or possibly ENFJ.
Abraham, get back on video. You were looking good.
But if you want to correct my misperception, I'd be happy to hear your arguments or your reasons. I'm open to changing my perspective on it. I'm not like married to the idea that Alistair is a ex-NFJ, but that's my inclination at the moment.
Yeah. I don't know what it is because there are other factors involved in this one, I think.
Hold on a second. I just learned to have another child that I didn't know about. Tell me.
Are you kidding?
Who was the mother,
no,
Kugfasa?
No.
Kugfasa, who was the mother?
You don't need to know that.
Which of those random hoes that I hit and quit was your mother? I'm talking to Kugfasa, Susie. He's my son, he says.
Oh.
Oh, you don't even know your own mother, huh? Wow. Your mother, when asked if she had any children, said none that I know of.
How many hoes did you hit and quit anyway?
Like 2, dude. Maybe 2. I don't know. Maybe like 3 even. In 40 years. I'm pretty studly like that.
Okay, yeah, there's a good chance he's your son, though.
Yeah, pretty good chance. Why is your cam covered so much? Well, because my laptop is underneath this table here, and to fix the problem requires me to unplug this mouse and then use this mouse pad and mouse on this keyboard instead so that I can plug in this camera that sits on top of your face. And then I have to refresh this tab. Mine is a love that moistens your tenders. It's going to be the title of my next sonnet. Mine is a love that moistens your tenders, moistens them moistenly. Mine is a love that tenders your moisture, tenders it so I can see.
Mine, love.
Yes, INFJ?
Mine is a love that moistens your tenders.
I'm glad you saw that video, INFJ. That's good. That's gonna buy you 1-2 more days of life at least. I'm sorry. Magnus, don't make me #MeToo. There's no reason to sexually harass INFJ just because she's a girl. INFJ, you were saying? Okay, well, perhaps shift into shy guy mode or something. I don't know. What's the opposite of a player? A cuck?
A played.
A played. How's that working for you, Magnus? Be really hateful. That's my strategy for picking up chicks. Be really hateful and just seem kind of like scummy and awful. That's a good approach. I walk up right up to chick and go like, shh, fuck you. And then just walk away. Hope it works, you know. That's my technique. It's called the insult move. I took the internet advice to the extreme. And I just walk up, I hit the chick with a stick, I cuss at him, I spit on him, and I just walk away. Fuck you, you stupid bitch! And I'm just out of there. And if they don't chase me down, I know they're rejecting me. But one of these times, the other problem is I think a lot of times though they're not chasing me down because I hit them too hard with a stick maybe, and they can't really move around as well as they used to. I don't know. I'm surprised it hasn't worked more. This one chick chased me down. I thought she was going to get it, you know, coming to get on it, you know, but she was just making a citizen's arrest. Unfortunately. Let's see here. You're giving kudos to your friend for his performance. As the lead role in an autobiographical film about him. You played yourself. The FDA is way behind me. I approved mushrooms for lots of shit a long time ago.
Wait, so can a psychiatrist prescribe you mushrooms?
I can. I will prescribe them for you. You are hereby prescribed. Find your nearest
Alright, can you
street
send
dealer
them?
and purchase some. So, INFT, did you want to say something about the Megan Loboda video? Do you think I was too nice to her? That seems to be everybody's sentiment. Mag rhymes with? Bag?
Sag?
Fag? That's hate speech. You're out of here. No hate speech allowed. Well, I mean, shrooms make you trip out on shrooms. It makes you feel better. So he thinks I'm awkward in my video?
Which video?
Okay, well that's fine. I can take the criticism. If I don't know. What do you think came across awkward about it? Was it my continual masturbation throughout the entire course of it? Did that make you feel a little uncomfortable? Oh wait, no, that was a different video. Why would you tell that to him in confidence? That's fine. It wouldn't be the first time that I've made FE mistakes and come across as awkward or socially inept or whatever. I can live with it. It's nice to know because, it's not true. Okay. Well, I don't know. Let's take it at face value. Magnus. I'm sure you meant to say that she has a hasty itch. Fair enough. Yeah. It only works if you get really extreme with it. Look, everything seems like, I get it. It doesn't really matter that much. It's all good. Everything's like that when you're done taking mushrooms. Like you remember, oh, that's right. That stuff doesn't really matter. I'm fretting too much. I should just chill out and enjoy myself. You get kind of that thing going on. No, it's not permanent. It lasts for a while. It lasts for maybe a week or two, Feel a little bit more kind of just head on straight. I don't know. I wouldn't say the same thing for acid at all. I'd say that for mushrooms only. It's like the only drug I'd say that for. I've ever felt it had any sort of positive mental health impacts. I mean, I would if I had them readily available every month. I don't really look for them very hard, but I'd like to do them. If somebody handed me an eighth of mushrooms right now, I'd be totally down to split it with Kimberly right now. I probably wouldn't want to take the whole eighth myself. A little bit less than that.
Dude, I've eaten an entire quarter and not had hardly anything happen. Like, I would need so many mushrooms to actually trip off of them.
You must be getting some shitty ass mushrooms then.
Or at least, well, here's the thing. People swear to me, like, oh, dude, I had a gram of the same fucking mushrooms and I tripped fine. But then I eat a whole quarter of them and nothing happens.
I had sex with 2 grams one time.
I mean, but for me, it's like that with any hallucinogenic drug, pretty much. Although I did get some really good acid once that actually did work.
Well, yeah, acid works fine, but mushrooms work fine too. But acid, it's too hit and miss. You never know what's gonna happen. Mushrooms are very consistent. I can eat half an eighth of mushrooms, and it's always pretty much the same. I could eat it. I could eat an eighth of mushrooms and be fine too. But I wouldn't want to eat any more than that. There's no reason to. So INFT, I still want to know if you have something to say about the video, but that's apparently not that I was awkward, but something else you had to say about it. Serotonin. I like the division of people into serotonin people and dopamine people. It seems to make a lot of sense to me. I'm obviously a dopamine person. Maybe mushrooms work well for me because they like transliterate those two or something. Okay, that's fine. I know, but you did bring up the video, so I was thinking you had something you wanted to say about it. You said, "Hey Eric, I saw your video about making the loader today," and I thought I'd see if there was a you know an and part to that, or if you're just sharing with me that you saw it. I don't know. Most depressions are circumstantial. I agree with that. But people get bad habits, mental habits. I dig myself a whole pie. That's why it's better to try to change your point of view than try to correct a chemical imbalance. I'm not sure.
What are the chances of mushrooms being stopped in the mail?
I mean,
I don't really know how they detect them. Probably pretty low. If they're dried mushrooms, I don't see how you detect them if you package them well.
yeah, package them like unobtrusively. Don't like put a bunch of tape all over the package and shit like that. That's how come my weed got sent back to me from the post office. Because I packaged it like, obviously this is drugs in here.
Yeah, next time you get some, Eric, if you feel like accidentally sending them to me or something, it was to me.
Okay. I actually have an easier time usually getting acid, which is frustrating. I can usually get acid at kind of a moment's notice, but I never want to take it. But
No, yeah, acid is everywhere. Mushrooms are harder to get.
yeah.
Can't you just buy them online?
I mean, I'd be afraid of getting arrested or something. Like, America's got lots of weird drug laws, and if you get in the crosshairs of the wrong federal prosecutor or something, you could get in big trouble.
But isn't like magic truffles or whatever they call like?
Oh, I heard about that.
I think they're legal or something.
But I heard they're not very potent, those things.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I have heard of that.
There are a lot of different kind of mushrooms that have hallucinogenic effects, actually, if you look it up. And some of them are fairly common. But people just don't really know about them and take them. Like, there's one called the hay mushroom or something. It's supposedly common after you cut grass. If you eat those, I guess. Let me look it up. I'm curious about it now.
You can look at this, for example.
Mushrooms.
I gotta go to bed. And damn it.
Well, Spacey, it was really nice having you here and talking with you this evening.
Yeah, Eric, where you been, man?
Well, I've been. What can I say?
Been eating truffles.
I've been.
Once you get those truffles out of your ass.
I've been lying fallow. You need to lie fallow sometimes. Let the creative energies reboot.
He's been considering his gender identity.
He's been stewing
I've been taking care of my SI. I've been pooping, I've been peeing, I've been sleeping, I've been eating.
Shit, I forgot to do all those things.
Yeah, well, that's why you're not as emotionally well as I am.
That's for sure.
Yeah. I took an emotional wellness test recently. I got a black belt. That's pretty good. That's the best belt you can get. You know, they say the darker the belt.
So you could kick others' emotional wellness ass.
Well, it's just the darker the belt, the sweeter the emotional well-being. Is the old saying. And you guys are all white and yellow belts. That's not good. Got a long way to go. I'm a black belt. Oh no, that's not. You did that with a Sharpie, mister. You did that with a Sharpie. I can feel your pain from here. You are resonating pain, mister. You're resonating pain.
I just took a bubble bath and cut my nails. I'm like...
When I point my emotional wellness detector at you, it gets depressed and kills itself.
Did you cut your toenails, though?
I don't even know.
When's the last time you cut your toenails, Eric?
I cut them all the time with my fingers. I just pick at them with my fingernails and then peel them away when it comes. You can get a little edge of it, you know. I don't clip them. I just get them with my fingers.
Oh shit!
It's called the man way to take care of your toenails.
Yeah, man, and you gotta take care of your toenails.
Yeah, take care of your toenails. There's no manly way to take care of your toenails. There is no such thing.
Yeah, there is. I take care of my toenails like a real man.
Woman.
Taking care of your toenails like a real man. That's like you just use like a chainsaw to like cut your nails.
Yeah. They get naturally shortened when you're using them to kill animals. That's what our toenails are meant to do. They're meant to be talons that we use to kill prey.
Cut my toenails with a lawnmower.
I want to try to use all my body parts as I believe them to have been evolutionarily intended. So, you know, I don't have an appendix anymore, but if I did, I'd eat little pebbles and stuff. That's what it's supposed to take out. And yeah, like my ability to throw is meant to be able to hit birds. So I try to spend my days throwing rocks at birds. That's an example. I call it paleo behaviorism. That you're only really living as you're supposed to live if you live as your evolutionary, as the evolutionary purpose of your feature. You know.
Exactly. Like that's why, like, if you're a vegan, like you have to live like a plant. You gotta eat dirt.
It's true.
Right.
It's true. Vegans have. Yeah, the problem with vegans is to be a full vegan, you have to be a plant. That's it. You got to put yourself in a pot in some dirt and get your nutrition from it.
That's why. Yeah.
Right. Naturally, of course.
Clear it off with like vitamin pills. Suck it through your skin. Through the dirt.
Do you know that I know an adult male who got circumcised as an adult not that long ago? Like Parker. Kimberly's.
Why do you bother? What's the point?
Well, the thing is, I'm not sure. I think it's because he didn't like the idea of. He didn't think that chicks liked it, basically, being uncircumcised.
Oh, man. That's
Oh,
not a good
that's a
enough
stupid
reason.
reason.
That's not a good enough reason.
But the
Who
weird thing is,
cares?
he's very successful with women. Like, he's an ENFJ and he fucks his way around the world, you know. But Parker, and he was 21 or 20 years old, and he went and got himself circumcised.
Huh.
Isn't that trippy?
Is he like a porn star or something?
No, he's not a porn star. He's successful.
Plenty of girls wouldn't care about that extra skin.
I'm
And
sure.
if they do, then that's their problem.
I'm kind of just hypothesizing why. He didn't really say why. He just was like, I don't like it. Or I don't want it. Yeah. I don't know. It's like, okay.
Well, most males are circumcised in the U.S.
Yeah. He is an FE dog.
So he did it because of peer pressure?
I don't think
Yeah, exactly. It all makes sense.
I'm not mad I'm circumcised.
I'm pissed.
Well, the fact that Parker wanted to get circumcised makes me think, well, it must not be that great having a foreskin.
No, I want to get one. I want it added back.
Well, you don't really know how it is to be without foreskin before you've been circumcised, and when you are circumcised, you can't really go back. You know.
I actually want one. Can I? Does he still have his?
They wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him take it home. They said it's biological hazardous waste. They have to throw it away. Anyway, because look, I've heard from some people like, actually, you know, there's a lot of sensation in the foreskin. Then you're really missing out if you got circumcised. I've heard that from people before, but then I see that Parker.
Yeah, it's got nerve endings.
I mean, nevertheless, Parker chose to have it chopped off. So how hugely important could it have been? Except he's an FE down. He might regret it. I don't know. I never really asked him about it.
Is he smart or what?
Is he smart? He's an ENFJ. So he's good at what he wants to be good at.
Apparently, there are some ways you can get more like. I don't know if people find a way to get like an artificial foreskin, or there's some ways you can like get more feeling that was lost due to the circumcision. I've heard that people have like things done. Like there's some kind of thing you can do.
But you could probably take this wrinkly skin from your
foreskin
elbow.
Restorative therapy.
You could take a little bit of this wrinkly skin from your elbow. Put that, just sort of tape it on there.
Foreskin restorative therapy or something like that.
I think I maybe need to go have Kimberly give me foreskin restorative therapy right now. I hear it takes a lot of massaging. And eventually it'll grow back. My dick is a sea creature? Guess which one? My dick, I listen, baby. Before you take off my pants, I gotta warn you. My dick is a sea creature. Guess which one?
Guess which one?
A sea cucumber? No, a flounder. Yeah, it's pretty flat. I think you're gonna really like it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My dick is a sea creature, so I gotta put it in something wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I squirt like a squid.
It's like I squirt like a squid, and I flutter like a flounder. It's the Muhammad Ali equivalent of the sea creatured penised man.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a krill, actually. So, you know. Do you happen to have baleen in your mouth?
Bailey?
Baleen. It's what whales use to eat krill.
I thought you said Bailey. I was like, that's an alcohol.
I squirt like a squid and flounder like a flounder.
But it's true, flounder
I
is a
need
verb.
something wet. I need to breathe.
I'm not catching your references, INFJ. I don't know what that refers to. Bailey's from a shoe.
Correct, man. Pops and machine.
I can't interact with Tay right now because I'm too lazy to read. Breaks my heart.
I said what? Bailey's from a shoe? A leaky like a leaky, leaky, leaky like a leaky, 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 leaky. Have you actually gone and hung out with INFJ in person yet, Anthony? Where does she live? Does she live far away from you? 10,000 miles from me. You live in the South Pacific.
Well, Anthony is an incel, so take your guess.
What's that? Oh, I know what that is. Never mind. I remember.
You don't know what an incel is?
No, I do. I forgot for a second. It's involuntary celibate.
Yeah.
I used to be involuntarily celibate. When I was like 22 or something. Like 20 to 24 or so, I was involuntarily celibate. But really what that means
Hey, me too.
Really what that means is, for me, and it doesn't necessarily mean this for everybody, but for me it just meant
same age.
I had very low opinion of my own reproductive viability.
Mm.
Did you fuck up something?
Did I fuck up something?
Yeah, since you're not.
No, I didn't.
No.
I mean, I think I dealt with it pretty well, considering it was itself inherently not a well thing to do, to have that sort of. Very self-critical. I still am reasonably self-critical, but when I was coming out of adolescence into my 20s and stuff, I expected myself to meet standards that I perceived to be norms, and to the extent that I failed to meet those standards, I both condemned myself for failing to meet them and punished myself by insisting that by convincing myself that I was even less reproductively viable than the data would show, and coming up with a bunch of reasons as to why no woman would ever want to touch me and whatever, all that kind of shit. It's a weird behavior, but it emerged from, I guess, social exclusion from the dating processes as a teenager or something.
Wait, what? Wait, can you repeat the last part?
It emerged from being excluded from the dating thing as a teenager, like not being considered viable for that. Hi, Kim.
Well, what?
Okay, you want me to come in? But I'll come in a sec. I'll be right there. Bye.
No, you were just intimidated by your own sexiness.
And and women, I don't know what your status was at that point, but like most women are hypergamists, so it's like, if you don't really have any value as,
I had more value than
if you
that.
don't have
I mean,
any, if you don't have any
didn't understand
presentable
that.
competence.
Look, I didn't understand
You
that.
don't have any presentable competence.
I wouldn't doubt that during that time period, there were plenty of times that women were signaling me like go-ahead cues, and I just was steadfast that I would never make the mistake of thinking like a woman might be down and have her not be down. So I just whatever. Because I did have some.
You wanted
specific
evidence. You weren't making any assumptions.
I wanted TI stuff, and this persisted all the way through my 40s, through both of my marriages. So when I came out of my second marriage, I found
get what you mean.
I was right back where I was before.
That makes sense.
When I came out of my second marriage, I was right back where I was before. So much so that when there's one super hot chick who was like a fan of talking with famous people, active in it, wanted me to go fly across the country and sleep with her. I wouldn't believe her. I made her say explicitly, yes, I'm saying I want to have sexual intercourse with you. Because I just couldn't believe it. And she did say that to me, and I was like, well, okay. I'll go over there. Yeah, totally. You're fucking smoking hot. But the thing is, she had to hit me over the head with it. It was inconceivable to me. What are hypergamous mean?
I'll post a definition so there's no it's pretty simple. It's nothing like.
Oh, I see. I think everybody is hypergamous. I don't think it's just women. I think
women are definitely more than.
But it's just a different metric of value. Women look for men who have
That's true.
social power and status. Men look for women who are smoking hot.
Well, if you look at like the dynamic has changed like the past 20 years, right? So there's almost like no males in universities anymore compared to women. And the women that struggles the most with getting kids is actually the women that have like degrees because they can't find a suitable male.
Well, I mean, I don't think that. I think that bodes ill for women that they make up the majority of college participants because I think college is a deprecated institution.
And there's also like the educational arrogance, right, between the different like social classes.
Educational.
Or maybe academic arrogance is a better word.
Well, I think that exists to some extent.
Like that people of higher degrees than like electrician, whatever. They usually look down upon those people and think that they inherently have more value than those people, basically.
I don't know if that's true. Not in America, not so much probably. America's it's more classless than a lot of places. I mean, there is the worst kind of the self-righteous progressive type of educated, the ones who study bullshit. They're the most paternal in their purported altruism. But
and the problem also lies in the fact that men want to be the provider, and
women want men to be the provider too.
Yeah, you know this. That most men want a woman that they can kind of control. I don't know, like most people like some people like a challenge or whatever you want to call it, but a lot of guys they find like stupid chicks, to.
Well, I think men have a legitimate desire to lead in some capacity, but that doesn't mean being in charge or controlling. And so most men get it wrong. I think there is a legitimate claim to leadership in a heterosexual relationship for the man, but it's not what people think it is. And
you can do it in a healthy way.
Yeah, and there's instances in which the woman leads as well. It's just I'm saying, at the end of the day, when the chips are down and shit's going south, who's gonna step up and take charge of the situation? It's like it's the man's job to do that. And it's not like some sort of because women can't or something. It's just at the end of the day, problems boil down to like there's a bear attacking you. You don't go run and hope the bear catches your woman.
Well, the man would die for the woman. That's the funny thing, right?
Say again?
Usually the man would die for the woman and not the other way around.
Right, well, I mean, it's a...
Well, and that's just, I think that's just evolution.
It's like...
Whatever, like that's...
yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about it except I picture it as like, it's not so obviously reasonable when you don't have a family involved. If you got a woman and kids, if the man stands there and holds off the threat while the women and kids get away, that seems a no-brainer.
Like women, like...
By Matt.
Some women do this thing when they keep guys in reserve in case the current one goes south. Like a lot of women do that,
Oh, well, that's not cool. Kimberly doesn't do that. I gotta...
Sometimes. So, oh yeah, it's just my good friend,
Oh, that's my cousin.
They
That's my...
that because
And that's my other cousin. Yeah, well, that's kind of a bitch you don't want to get with.
That's also natural.
But just because it's natural doesn't mean it's okay.
Turning out for me to this.
I gotta go. I gotta go inside. Kim called me a little bit ago, and I want to have sex before she goes to sleep.